Yo, 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 we are live. We are live. What's good, everybody? Today's tax day, April 15th, 2021. It is 9 p.m. and it's Thursday. So if you haven't filed your taxes, make sure the IRS don't get you. Submit your taxes. Hopefully it's all done. I don't know if you have extensions or whatnot, but anyways, hope everybody got it all done. Maybe you got some money back or whatnot. So hope that is all good. Hey, one of the things I want to show you guys, if you guys don't know what this is called a Vertiball. Vertiball. It was actually introduced to I was introduced to it by my boy Brian, and it's really good for like. What you do is you put this, it's like a suction cup, against a wall, and you can lean on it. So it's good for, massaging your back. It's kind of like one of those lacrosse balls, but instead of, laying down on the lacrosse ball, which hurts a lot, you have all your pressures on it, but it's a lot easier to adjust it if it's against the wall. But anyways, I got myself one of this. It was really cool. So if anybody, have like a little back thing where somebody needs to massage you or whatever, this is actually a good thing. So anyways, if Vertiball, if you guys are watching this, you want to sponsor this, yeah, actually, I mean, I'm already give you guys a free plug on it. So Vertiball, go get it. All right, I wish I was a sponsor, but you know how it is. Anyways, what's up guys? We are going to start drilling. All right, I think what I want to do is this. Let's do every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes, the goal in here is to pop. Okay, we're gonna do some drills now. I'll probably have some music on for myself. I don't know if you guys could hear it. So if you guys in the chat, let me know. Okay. So the goal is this. We're gonna pop for about a minute. And the idea is this. If you watch my previous video, I already taught the technique on how to do that. So I'm not going to repeat that every single time. So hopefully you guys know the technique of how to pop. Now it's just training your muscle to pop, right? So try to keep that up for about a minute. It's not going to be exact, but let's give it a try. I'm going to play something here. Again, I don't know if you guys can hear it. So, let me know in the chat if you guys could hear this. But if you can't, don't worry. Just do it to your own beat. All right. Here we go. I'm doing this pattern here. You could follow me, or you could choose your own pattern. R square, you can hear it? Cool. The idea is to get your arms That was it. I don't know if that was a minute or not, but it was close to it, I think. So that's it. Every so often, let our muscle kind of get back into it, and we're gonna do it over and over again. All right. So that's it. What's up, Megan? All right. I don't know what time or when you guys jumped in, but I was talking about this thing right here. It's called the Vertiball. Really, really cool. Again, Vertiball. If you are watching this sometime, if you want to sponsor me, go ahead and sponsor me. But anyways, this is good for tightness, of the back and whatnot. Okay. Right. Yeah, I was thinking about what was I thinking about? Jeez. This is what happened when you're getting old, guys. Oh, this thing, yeah, it's called Vertiball. So the way that this thing works, right, is it's like a little suction cup right here in the back, and then you could stick it on. I don't know, maybe a regular wall won't work, but you can stick it onto like a door that has a flat surface. What you could do is, once it sticks on, right, and you could kind of lean back into it and kind of roll around. It's kind of like, you guys seen those foam rollers, right? Foam rollers pretty good, but then, like, some therapists say, hey, you probably use like a baseball or a lacrosse ball that really digs deep. The problem with that is that thing hurts like hell. That thing is it's too much. So this way, against the wall, you got a little bit better leverage, where you can control the leverage, so it's not as painful. And to me, it really helps. So Brian's the one that told me about this. So you guys could actually get this. I got this off of Target for $50. Yeah. So Target, if you guys want to sponsor the show, I'm promoting this thing right there. So, right, Megan. Yeah, the lacrosse ball. I hear people, say do the lacrosse ball, and I tried it before. Yeah, 2 seconds of that, I was like, oh man, that's way too much. So this thing is really cool because I got tightness down my scapula, and this thing helped out a lot. So, anyways, thought I'd share that with you guys so that we can help out, because a lot of times, especially like even with the neck, like if I start popping the neck, this will get tight. So this might be about. I haven't really tried this on the neck, but yeah, it's cool. So yeah, get one. I wish I could get like monetized from that, but anyways, this is all good. I just want to tell you guys, things that work for me. Hopefully it'll work for you guys too. Okay. All right. I think we should pop a little bit longer. 1 minute. That was kind of short. I don't think that really did it for me. I don't know about you guys, but let's try it. And if you guys want to follow along, go ahead and follow along. I think the goal is this: within this half an hour, I'm going to try to get us to pop, I don't know, at least 100 times, right? Like within 1 minute, I don't know, what is that? Maybe like 25 pops. I didn't count, but anyways, let's do this. Let's try this again. This time, I think the beat's gonna be a little bit faster. Okay, I think you guys can hear this. Here we go. Now the pattern, you guys don't have to follow. Let me stop this second. I kind of feel like those that have been following for a while, you guys should be able to, use your own pattern. So what I want to do this is the pattern I want you guys to do. One arm away from the body. So like, imagine this, here's your zone. This is the close zone. This is the middle zone. And this is the far zone. Does that make sense? So like, be flexible and change up your zone. So like, if I'm going like this, I'm going boom, bam, boom, change it up, boom, boom. Does that make sense? All right. So in a sense, I want you guys to learn to just freestyle with it. Don't just copy me. Don't just have a set routine. Like, okay, I'm going to do here 2, 2, and 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 1, and just memorize the pattern. It's not about memorizing pattern. It's about make sure you stay on the beat and make sure the power is there. So let's give that a try. Let's try to last for about a minute and maybe a little longer. Let's try to go a little longer. Yeah, just do it along with me. When I get tired, then we'll stop. All right. You can stop earlier if you want to, but let's give it a try. Here we go. Here we go. Again, use your own pattern. And what I'm thinking about is power. And notice my body's changing too. So I'm not just standing here. I'm moving to the side here. Look. I know it's kind of hard to look away because you guys are probably looking at the screen at me. But if you could, change your body Let's keep going. Let's try to get the arms to get sore. Okay, let's go one more. This one's a little bit faster. Let's give that a try. Whew, I'm burning now. All right, I need a break after that. Woo! Time for me to talk a little bit to catch my breath. But that's the idea, guys. Like, I think my goal here now is just to do some simple drills, simple training, not too much going on. But the idea again is to get the muscle memory to snap, right? Some of you guys on Tuesday ask, hey, how do I get my popped to be more pronounced? It's exactly this, to do this over and over and over again. It's monotonous. It's kind of boring at times, but that's what it takes. I mean, so is weight training, right? Weight training has got to be one of the boringest thing in the world, right? You grab a dumbbell. What do you do with it? And how long do you do that? I mean, it's boring by definition because you just do it over and over. It's the same thing. You can't be creative with it. I mean, I guess you can, but you're not trying to be creative with it. You're just drilling it so that your muscle can have the result that you want. And it's basically the same thing, right? It's all about that fast switch. It's all about that fast switch. Like if you think about sprinters, running is kind of boring by itself as well, right? It's just, whether you're talking about sprinting or long distance, by nature, all you're doing is doing the repetitive things over and over and over and over again until you do it more than anybody else, But in a sense, that part's boring. But the great thing about dancing to us is that we get to be creative with it. So like when we start drilling, I mean, yeah, there's some parts that's kind of boring, but as you start getting more creative with like different angles, right? So that's why I'm saying at the very beginning, you might be popping this way, keeping your head and spine in line, but now you're here, and now you're gonna start playing with the angles. Okay, so that's where the creativity come in. And the thing is, guys, I don't want you guys to like rely on, all right, so tell me what to do. Like, don't rely so much on a choreographer or a teacher. I mean, Skeet always says a good teacher always teach somebody to teach themselves. Okay, so hopefully you guys really say that to yourself in your head. A good teacher will teach somebody to teach. It's basically the idea of like, teach a man how to fish versus catch a fish for the man, you know what I mean? Or a woman or whatever. It's the same idea. It's the same idea. And you gotta want to be the person that wants to learn how to fish instead of having somebody give you a fish. So that's the same thing. So always ask question to be, the fisherman versus the person that, wants a free fish. Hopefully that makes sense. Megan, yeah, having trouble activating that fast switch, that's the thing. We all had trouble at the beginning, right? It's just training. It's just training. And the thing is, like, you got to identify where you're having trouble. So like, if you have trouble with boom, with the shoulder pop, then you just got to drill that, right? Because like right now for this drill right here, for everybody right here, we're doing the arms. I think the arm is probably the easier thing to do. Hopefully everybody feels that way. Once you get the arms, then the hard part is now like, okay, now I want to transfer to a different part of my body. such as, what you're talking about right now, Megan. You're talking about the shoulders. Yeah, you got to train the shoulders. Way less fast twitch muscle in the shoulders than the arms. So that's why the shoulder is not going to, have that pop. Same with the neck, same with the chest, and anywhere else that you want to practice. You know what I mean? Okay. So let's try this one more time. I'm not going to use music this time. I want you guys to almost just count it out in your head. All right. Don't worry about the music right now. I want you to think about the power. Okay. And just be creative. So you could either double it or single it. Let me explain what I mean. Doubling means you hit it 2 times. So if I hit a position, think of a position. It could be like this. So if I'm going to go bam, bam, that's 2 times. And then I'm going to switch. So 2 times, then switch. 2 times, 2 times, boom. So that's doubling it. Okay. So you guys know what I mean by that when I say doubling. Double tempo is different, right? Double tempo, it just means pop, 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 like 1 and 2 and. Okay, we're not doing that. We're just double the hits. Now, single is just boom, 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 boom. Okay, so in drums they call it paradiddle, right? Single, single, double. It's or right, left, right, right. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. Boom, boom, pa, pa, boom, boom. Boom, boom, bah, bah, boom, boom, bah, bah. Okay, single, single, double. You guys, let's just go ahead and do it. I'm gonna continue doing it. You guys go ahead and do it. You don't have to do it. You could do it faster. You could do it slower. But what I want you guys to try to do is just do it to your own sound effect. Make sound effect. Practice that. I'm telling you, because all the great ones do it. All right. So let's just copy everything that they do, like copy their habits. You know what I mean? I'm not saying copy, their exact move. I'm saying copy their habits, copy the way they think, and copy all the effective methods that make them successful. So for now, we're going to do the paradiddle exercise, single, single, double. All right. And I don't know, maybe we'll go for a minute. Go until I get tired. So if you get tired before me, try to hang longer. Now, if I get tired before you, just keep going. And then you can leave in the chat and say, hey, Siege, I could last longer than you. So that means I'm going to try to go longer next time because you're helping me out, try to get my endurance up. All right. All right, here we go. Single, single, double. Here we go. Boom, pa, boom, ka, boom, ka, boom, ka, boom, ka, boom, ka, boom, ka, boom, 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 boom. All right, I don't know how long that was, but I was starting to get tired. So hopefully you guys were able to hang out with me and do that. And the idea too is I'm trying to pop as hard as I can every single one. Okay. I was trying to, and sometimes I know it wasn't as hard. So when I catch myself like, okay, I was kind of slacking there, I got to remind myself to do it. You know what I mean? That was 130. Okay. So that was good. I mean, we could probably gone a little bit longer, but I think this is a good little training. So like every time you guys try to do this on your own, yeah, try to do about 1 minute, 1:30, 2 minutes, or whatever, and think of this as like, I don't know if you guys were ever into track, Megan, I think you were in track, right? You were, I'm not sure if you said you're a sprinter or long distance, but either way, like think of this as a mini wind sprint. You know what I mean? Like you want to go hard for about a minute, take a little break, go hard for another minute, take a break. And that's how oh, wow. 400 hurdles. That's crazy. 400s are crazy because you guys sprint a long distance plus the hurdles. Yeah, no, thank you. Not for me, but all props to you. So the idea again, so sprinting for a minute for you is totally within your realm. Now, everybody else here that's on, that's watching this either right now live or later on in the future, put that mentality on, right? Like, okay, for this next minute, I'm just going to try real hard and boom, boom, boom. It's all about the pop, and sometimes, like I said, right now, because earlier we did it with the music, right now without music. So right now you focus perfectly on the power, right? Because there's no music. You don't have to focus on trying to be on beat, which you should. But sometimes if you try to focus on being on beat and try to be powerful, it might be too much for beginners. So that's why I'm trying to break it into two separate training. Sometimes you want to do it just with power. So I just leave the music off and just use your sound effect. Okay. And other times you want to make sure your timing is good. So then you start playing different songs. Okay. Preferably something a little bit slower, not too fast. If it's too fast, it's really easy to cheat it. So keep it slow. When I say slow, I'm talking about maybe 100 beats per minute, something like that. All right. If it's, 100 to 110 is good. But if it goes over 110, I think that's too fast for popping drills. Okay. So hopefully y'all understand what I'm talking about. Let me try to find another. I'm going to slow it down. This one. So this one's 90, right? This is 90 beats per minute. And what I want to do is, again, just arms, guys. Simple arm drills. Here we go. Okay. Woo. That was like maybe 50 seconds, something like that. I don't know. But it wasn't quite 1 minute, but still, it was good enough. Rest a little bit. Again, thinking about power, right? Power, power, power. So yeah, that's it, Megan. I think that would really help you a lot because I came from the track world too, like from high school. I mean, track was one of my favorite. It was a spring season, right? Football was fall, and then like wrestling was winter, and spring was track. Track was fun because it's out in the sun. You get to be with a lot of different people, and it's not just all dudes because you get to be with guys and girls. So those are fun times to be out there. And those wind sprints, those sprint drills, you sprint and then you walk or jog and you sprint again, short distance, short bursts. So think about it this way. Like if you think about battles, how does battles work, right? Battles generally, if you guys watch a lot of battles on YouTube, right? They're generally around 1 minute, sometimes even shorter. Sometimes they only give you like 30 seconds each. Okay. But generally about a minute. Usually they don't go on for a long time, right? Unless it's like judges exhibition. So judges exhibition, they probably go on for like a minute 30, even 2 minutes sometimes. And those are very, very long. Okay. So again, in general, your rounds really last about a minute at most, 30 seconds to a minute. So if you think about a battle, I say battle because most of the time that's probably the most nerve-wracking situation you're ever going to be in. Like if you perform with a group on stage, it's chill. It's so relaxing because you're not going against anybody, and plus you have your whole team with you. So it's almost like it's so easy compared to battling. You know, battling usually if it's a one-on-one battle, it's you against another person, and that other person is gonna try. The goal is to try to beat you in the sense that they're trying to show the audience, or they're trying to show the judges that they have more skills than you. Okay, and sometimes they'll try to take it personal by humiliating you and all that stuff, and that will get into your head. Okay, so psychologically, I think battling is probably one of the toughest things to do when it comes to dance. And now you got to deal with the fact of your endurance, and then how hard you execute your pop and stuff like that. So think about it that way as far as training, right? If you're serious about training, popping. So get a good 30 second to 1 minute pop, and just drill, boom, 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 and try not to get tired. And right afterwards, because then when your round is over, the next person does his round or her round. So you got a 1 minute to catch your breath, get ready for the next round, and hopefully you make the next round. Okay, so that's the idea, guys, and hopefully you guys could take this kind of training method to your pop. Okay, again, all we're doing is training our muscles to flex and relax. That's it. We're not getting into like different angles and all that. I mean, as far as the angles, you got to just start creating. You got to just get used to, like think of what I would do is I would think of yoga poses, right? Think of yoga poses. Like, so if you're here, if you're flexible, if you could get your arms way back here or something like that or whatever, just be able to pop at any positions that you can, right? Because you'll find certain position, hey, this is powerful. And then when you have to do this, now it's like, oh my God, where's the power coming from? It almost looks like, like little pops. But you just gotta be like, boom, everything. How do I generate power from here? You just gotta think and make your body do it. Okay. So guys, that's it. I want to make it a little bit shorter, but while I'm chatting though, when you guys, you guys are here chatting with me, one of the things I got into, and R Square, you know this, I got into studying certain angles has no power. Yeah. Certain, like I said, certain angle has no power. But what I was gonna say is I got into studying cryptocurrency, and I know it's totally different from what we're doing. But anyways, I just thought it would be kind of interesting to get some dialogue going. And if anybody out there is like studying it, I would love to learn what else is out there. Because I spoke to, and here's another thing. If you guys don't know who Hugo is, do some search on Hugo. I got the pleasure of meeting him, and I'm definitely going to have him on an interview real soon. So if you guys seen my Instagram, I had a dinner down in LA when I made my trip down there. Sat down with Hugo. He's definitely EB fam. To me, he's actually Electric Boogaloo, because he's danced with Electric Boogaloo's members. He's been there from the get-go. He's been there from the beginning. He danced with Michael. He was he was on Captain EO with Pete, Skeet, Taco, and yeah, he was with the Electric Boogaloos for a very, very long time, and still am. So, anyways, it was my pleasure, my honor to have dinner with him, along with Kid Boogie, which is called him Alan. Knew him as Alan before he became Kid Boogie. I mean, he was always very, 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 very humble guy, very, very passionate, very motivated, and a very good dancer. Very good dancer. I mean, you guys should have seen already. You guys already know. If you guys know Poppin', if you're a fan of Poppin', you should already know Machine Gun Funk, Kid Boogie, Alan, and of course Hugo, Mr. Smooth. So what I was trying to get at is we sat around and we talked about cryptocurrency. Hugo was smart enough to get into it, so big props to him. So anybody out there, if you guys know a little bit about it, and if you guys heard some more about it, because here's the thing, like all of us, whether we're dancers or we're just fans of dancing, or we take dance seriously, the main thing now it's just for us to live, right? It's like whatever your career is, whether you want dancing to be your career or just a side hobby or whatever. But the main thing is, if you don't have a good source of income, it kind of sucks, whether you're dancing or you're not dancing, it kind of sucks. So anyways, I think cryptocurrency is a huge opportunity to get into, and there's a good way to make passive income with it. But anyways, I digress. If anybody wants to, chat about it, I'd love to, just because I think it's dope. But let me get back to dancing. Hopefully what I talked about today, giving you guys the drills, makes sense. And what I want to do too is, from now on, every Tuesday, Thursday, these are the type of drills that ever so often we'll chat, and then we'll get back into popping. You know what I mean? Whereas before, I think when we first started, I was just about drill, right? And I think some of you guys loved it, which is cool. But I think there's a lot of people that it tires people out. You know what I mean? It's like this, Megan, like if we just sprint a whole 400 meter, like full out, you're pretty much done for practice. I mean, right after you do one hard 400 meter sprint, there's basically no more practice. That's it. I mean, unless you're smart enough to know, like, hey, coach is going to give us something after 400, you're going to back off on that 400. You're probably going to run that 400 at a 90% or even an 80%. You're just striding out. And then after that, okay, we're going to do another wind sprint or whatever. Then you have some energy. Otherwise, I remember one time a coach was all like, all right, we're just going to do 4 100 sprints, right? 4 100 sprints. And again, I don't know if I told you guys, I was a 100 guy. So I was like, oh yeah, cool, fine. I'm good. So I remember, it was a full sprint. Like I did it like it was a meet, and again, this was just a practice. So he said, all right, once you finish your 100, you gotta jog back, and then you're gonna sprint again, jog back, sprint again. We're supposed to do 4 of them. So I did the first one. Boom, I gave it all out. All right, good. And 100 is all right. I still got enough energy to slowly go back, right? So right afterwards, all right, cool. I start jogging back. And halfway back, I'm like, dude, I gotta walk back. And then, everybody did I don't know how many heats were there, but then now I gotta do my heat again, the second round. After the second round, or right before the second round, guns off, boom, go, boom, halfway down, maybe 50 meters, 60 meter down, I'm like, yo, this is not good. And then I swear, I die so fast. I finished my second 100, but afterwards I was just on the field, like fetal position. So, anyways, what I'm trying to say is I understand, like, if some of you guys who are new to the channel and all of a sudden we're like, all right, pop, 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 you know, and we're not stopping, we're pop, 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 pop. They might just be like, all right, forget it. We see y'all later, you know. So I think the idea now is like, all right, we're gonna pop for about a minute, maybe even 30 seconds, rest, do it again. It'll be more like a sprint, wind sprint style. Meg understands because you're a track person, so we speak the same language. R Square, did you do track as well before? Oh, you did. You a jumper. You're a long jump, triple jump. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that's sprinting too. So you understand. You definitely understand. All right. I see SP Gaming. What's up, brother? I think you're a brother, but if you're a sister, what's up? It's all good. Povo. Dang, no. Povo is too crazy. Because you could break your neck with that one. So that's one thing I won't ever try. Yeah, I'll never try the Povo. Like hurdle, I don't think I'll try. I mean, low hurdles, okay. High hurdles, no. And then Povo, no, that's not for me. Yeah. All right, y'all. Hope you guys got a lot out of this, and everybody else. Hope you guys got some good training technique, good training. You know, train on your own. But of course, every Tuesday, Thursday nights, you guys feel free to jump in with me and train with me, so we can get some of that popping in there. All right. Cool. Yeah, we got track. So you know what the thing about this is, let me tell you guys a story. If I didn't tell you guys already, this is called West Coast Relay. Yeah, Oscar, I don't know if I told you this already. I think I might have told you all but anyways, this is from, you know, Skeet and Pete. They're talking about this was how the West Coast funk styles got together. It was through a track meet. It's called West Coast Relay. Okay. It was basically up and down Northern California, Southern California. And I think it was like either in Bakersfield or Fresno, because that's Central California. So they all got together. So all the different high schools will get together and they have a huge track meet, right? It's called the West Coast Relay. And so like a lot of these dancers often are like, you know, the popular kids, and they're also part of the athletic teams, like a track team. So a lot of them, you know, run track. So anyways, that's where, you know, that's what Ski was talking about, West Coast Relay, and that's where they first saw like different styles come together, you know, come at one place together. So like imagine back in the 70s, right? There's obviously no YouTube back then, and nobody really had, like, I don't even know VHS was invented then. But anyways, the idea is nobody had video cameras. All you had was your mind and your memory. Okay. So, but everybody had access to radio, everybody had access to records. So when the funk songs came out, you know, talking about the funk from the 70s, you know, Parliament, George Clinton, those, you know, those type of music, that nice hard clap. Okay. So the West Coast was already popping to that. So in the Bay Area, they had styles. They had waving, right? They have tutting. They have strutting. Sacramento had sacking. Fresno, you know, this is according to Pete and Skeet. Again, I know there's some Bay Area cats that has different memory, but there's popping, there's boogaloo, there's air posing. I think air posing either came out of Bakersfield, but anyways, all of these styles, because they came from different regions. Like if we hear a song if we hear a song, Megan, you might hear the song, you might go, oh, okay, I want to do something to it. And R Square might want to do something else to it. I might want to do something else to it. But if we don't have the internet, if we don't have accessibility to see what each other's doing, our stuff would be totally different. And that's the beauty of it. That's what happened at West Coast Relay during this track meet. At the end of this entire track meet, they have a dance. And that's where everybody came out, right? You know, Sacramento has its own thing. So when Sacramento hears that song, Sacramento would do what they would do. Each city would do what they would do. So that's when you're like, oh, okay, that's what you see, or that's what you hear, but that's what you see when you hear that. And each city has their own style. So that's what's great. That's what's great about back then, because you really had to use your imagination. You have to create on your own. Whereas today, we're so easily, it's so easily accessible. All we got to do is go on YouTube and type in something, and you'll see all the styles, right? You'll see what everybody's doing already. But the problem is everybody's already seeing what everybody else is doing. So like if you see, like, I don't know, Les Twins is probably one of the bigger names now right now. So if you see Les Twins, everybody's going to try to do what Les Twins doing instead of creating on their own. So again, it's good and bad, right? I'm not saying, hey, let's not have internet. Of course not. You want to learn it, but you still gotta want to practice your own creativity. And again, it's hard. It's hard because sometimes, you know, if you, it's like saying, all right, write a book. You know, it's hard. It's you have to use your creative mind. You know, like choreograph something, listen to the music and choreograph something. Sometimes you need inspiration, right? So you watch YouTube and then it's like, oh, dude, that's dope too. So basically, instead of being inspired by something, we kind of basically do a copy and paste. And that's what a lot of people are doing. And I think it's okay when you're starting off, right? Copy and paste. Look at what another person's doing and just copy and do exactly that. I have no problem with that. But if you want to grow, if you want to get further down the line, then you got to start creating. And it's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy, but that's what the our pioneers did, right? The people, all the dancers from the 70s, they had to do that because there was no YouTube. There's no way. They had no other option. The only thing that they could do was listen to the music and come up with what they interpret as dance and made it cool. So anyways, now you guys understand West Coast Relay. And for those that, you know, do track, it's a great bonding experience, you know. So anybody out there that's listening right now, if you do have track meet coming up, hopefully there's a dance party afterwards, and then show your style. You know what I'm saying? All right. Mary, I think that's Mary. What's up, Mary? You're India. Your name is Mary Selvin. Well, welcome. I'm glad you popped in, but we are towards the end of our class today. So hopefully next time, you know, jump in. Right now, my time here, California time, Pacific Standard Time is 9:43 p.m. I don't know what time it is over there, all over the world, but so I've been on since 9. So basically been on for 44 minutes. If everybody could jump on exactly at 9 o'clock, then you guys could jump in and train with me throughout the entire session. Okay. That would be great. You know, my goal is to try to create a community here where everybody can just train and ask questions, and hopefully I can answer them. All right. But as far as now, so my country, yeah, I'm in the U.S., but mainly in California. So my time. So if you could pop in, you know, earlier, of course, yeah, friend. Of course, we're all friends. We're all dance family. You know, I think it was a hieroglyphics. I think last time he said the new studio family. Of course, yeah, we the funks. I call my family the funky family because we dance to anything. But you know, as far as popping and locking, it came from the funk era. And the funk is what makes, when you listen to the music, it just makes you want to dance. Okay. So funk and R&B, anything that you listen to that makes you want to dance, that's it. It doesn't have to always be funk. It could just be anything that you want to dance to. So, oh, you want my or you want my number? You know what? Hit me up on my Instagram. All right, my Instagram is Dance with Seach. You could hit me up on Instagram. You could hit me up on Twitter. My Twitter's Dance with Seach as well. Facebook is Dance with Seach. So if you have any questions, you could hit me up there. All right, y'all. Love you guys, my new studio family. See you guys on Tuesday. Remember, write this down. Tuesday, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Be on time and be funky. All right, guys. I'm out. Peace.